Carrying some of the best boxing in the UFC, Petr "No Mercy" Yan is considered by many as the best bantamweight in the promotion. Yan's precision was what captivated everyone. Paired nicely with his speed and aggressiveness. Terrifying with the way he smiles in the midst of combat. With a background in traditional Muay Thai, Petr Yan is electrifying. He spends a lot of his time in Thailand, sharpening his tools. Yan also has one of the best gas tanks in the bantamweight division, which leads him to being one of the best fighters for championship rounds. Yan's technical ability is what brought him a ticket for a UFC belt. For the strap, he'd have to fight former featherweight champ Jose Aldo. As always, Yan was calculated and precise with his striking.
Oh! Early. Aldo attacks the body effectively there. Ooh!
Up until round 3, it was a very balanced fight. With the most beautiful strategy, Yan grew as the fight extended itself to the championship rounds.
Oh, that was a big run!
Yan's ground and pound in round 5 was what ended it all.
Our fifth and final round.
Yeah, well, you gotta think if you're Jose Aldo. Oh! And huge start to the round. 1-2 down the pipe, and
Aldo's
he's down.
He's hurt.
Referee was just about to stop that fight.
What's the back of the head? No.
Man,
Big elbow.
And just like that, Yan became the new bantamweight champion of the world.
Petr Yan is an undisputed world champion at 20.
And while it was a happy moment, his next fight would be a turning point. His next fight would be against Aljamain Sterling, a bantamweight contender flying under the radar. Yan came into the fight as a -475 favorite. Yan showed clear dominance at multiple instances.
Physically, just looking at him. Look at this. Yan takes him down.
Even dropping Aljamain, Yan was levels ahead. Yan fought with power and precision.
People fight Petr Yan.
Look at that check by Yan. Beautiful check. He's a patient killer.
Yes.
Using technical trips to get into advantageous positions.
Looking for something big. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. Look how beautiful that is.
That was a beautiful takedown there.
Yan's stylistic advantage and precise boxing made Aljo uncomfortable.
Uppercut for Sterling.
Oh my goodness.
And it all pointed towards a unanimous decision win for Yan. All until an illegal knee by Sterling would leave him seeing stars. Aljo was unable to continue, theatrics apart. And while Aljo seemed distraught, he was now crowned the champion. The criticism began to flow. He better not take that belt with him. Nominated for an Oscar this year are Robert De Niro, Leonardo DiCaprio, Margot Robbie, and Aljamain Sterling. And the Oscar goes to Fake Master for Best Actor in a title fight. And Petr Yan needs a crash course in the rules of the sport he was once champion in. Hey Peter, now you're a cheater too. The bad-mouthing for the rematch was in full force.
Okay, now Merab, what is one other thing that we could do with a down opponent in this position?
Give him what he deserves. Watch out, man.
Yeah! Bro, what the hell is wrong with you?
And Aljo was consistent with the taunting.
So you gotta tune in. I'm gonna take that right potato face out. Remove all doubt, baby. Let's go. I'm gonna beat that boy's ass. I'm gonna beat that boy's ass. beat that boy's ass. I'm gonna beat that boy's ass.
Aljo's injury delayed the rematch and created a fight between Yan and Corey Sandhagen. Yan reminded everyone why he still was the best. Yan carried forward pressure into the fight.
See, Yan's just a step ahead now.
It seemed he was fighting with the intention of delivering a strong message.
Punches. Now as he steps in, he starts going to the right up the gut.
Yan and Sandhagen executed an instant classic. No Mercy now had the belt on his waist. However, the unification bout was still looming. The rematch had even more intensity, with the American crowd siding with a Russian.
Wow, there's their champion. Let's go, Piotr.
The first round was arguably very close. While Yan moved forward, Sterling moved back. The second round saw a massive tide switch.
That's what he has. You know, Petr Yan has a reputation for taking the first couple of rounds off in order to gain intel.
While the crowd booed, Sterling controlled Yan for the majority of the round.
Control the wrist, which is helping keeps that left.
Yan's corner expressed some concern before round 3.
Do not give your back. Do not give your back. Remember what we did the first fight.
Round 3 was unfortunately some more of the same story. Despite the absence of damage, Sterling cruised with control time. As always, Yan came alive during round 4.
On the feet. Good early sequence for Yan. Aljamain is
Sterling was now telegraphing his takedowns.
entire time.
I think he's just constantly thinking about a takedown. And even in
Yan cruised towards a 10-9 round. And in round 5, he was capitalizing once more, going heavy on strikes.
Sure, everybody at home gets it.
this is a crazy pace. Oh, beautiful knee.
The fight ended, and the scorecards would be needed. The split decision went to Sterling's side, and automatically people called it a robbery. The rising promise of Sean O'Malley would be next. Despite fan favoritism, the majority consensus was that Yan was a way more mature fighter. Little did we know we were in for one of the best fights of 2022. Round 1 was close, though it seemed Yan was doing more when it came to grappling.
To a double again, gets his hands locked under the butt, puts him down. Beautiful job level changing by Petr Yan.
O'Malley was still able to land, however. The second round was perhaps one of the most electrifying. O'Malley was landing big. And only seconds later, Yan did the same. Yan was enjoying a solidified amount of control time. The takedowns and wrestling was what locked Yan the second round. O'Malley came alive in the third round, busting Yan right open with a splendid knee. Sugar Sean was landing big, for example, here, with this well-timed high kick. It was an instant classic. However, we would once more need the scorecards. O'Malley had won, and once more, Yan was at the wrong end of a split decision. A knee almost 2 years before had cursed Yan's career. Yan has only lost 4 fights in his career, 3 by split decision and 1 by disqualification. He looks to bounce back against Merab Dvalishvili March 11th. Will No Mercy redeem himself? The Machine's game plan against Aldo could provide Yan some much-needed insight. While not the most exciting, Merab likes feinting with the jab towards control against the cage. Against Aldo, there was no successful takedown, though the control time won him the fight. Merab's bout against Moraes showed something that could be good for Peter. When it comes to a pure stand-up approach, Merab could get himself into trouble. Dvalishvili ended up winning. However, such mistakes against Yan could cause an abrupt end. Yan does especially well in clinch positions when it comes to striking. His training with Rafael Fiziev could bring him some much-needed experience edge. Moreover, Yan's cage control is perhaps one of the best in the UFC, and carrying with him insane cardio could allow him to find a finish in the later rounds. Let's not forget, his recent results don't depict Petr Yan the right way.